even if no, he's not.
Oh, come on.
Oh, don't give me this, man.
Havertz ain't been top 5 strikers in the league since last January.
Shit. Is Havertz even a fucking striker? Let's be honest. Where the fuck is his position? No one knows.
I'm saying, since he's been up front, is he not one of the top 5 strikers in the league? You would say he's not?
No, he's not. He's not.
So who the top 5? So you got to say who the top 5 are then.
Cool.
He's not.
Do you know, I'm getting up all the fucking strikers, right? First of all, I'm taking Haaland over him every single day of the week. Taking Ollie Watkins, taking Jackson, taking Solanke. Who else fucking plays for who? I take Wood over him.
Right, Chris Wood.
I take Chris Wood over him. I don't give a fuck.
You take Chris's Wood. Say nothing.
Isaac is thing. Isaac is better.
Now we're being petty. No, let's be honest. I'll give you 5 strikers right now.
Zaxby's better than thing.
Haaland, Watkins, Solanke, Isaac. I'd even go as far as to say, man, probably if he wasn't injured so much, Callum Wilson would be better than him, bruv. Like, let's be honest. There's,
he is, bro. That's the problem.
I'd even take Darwin.
Durant is better than him as well.
Someone just said it in the chat.
Wait, let me say one thing.
Darwin's captain chaos, bro.
Are you saying there that what Havertz is doing right now, all of these people are proving to be better? Is that what you're saying? That Havertz is not doing what he's supposed to do? I don't know what we're saying there.
He's not.
I can't lie. I'm not right now. I'm not even taking Watkins over Havertz. I'm not. What the hell?
He works for your system. Just how Vidi was talking about how Foden's a system player.
This is the problem. Like Havertz, cool. I get it. Maybe he can do it for a bit longer. I don't agree with the £100 million price tag thing. Me personally, as of yet, because I think he needs to do it over a longer period of time. But this calendar year, like, let's not fool ourselves. He's actually been very good.
You got to watch out before Lee Gunner calls you out.
Why? Oh well, you can, innit? That's my opinion, innit? But yeah,
it's just a joke.
But yeah, like this calendar year, he has been good though. He has been good. Better than the Havertz that we saw at Chelsea, in my opinion. So
yeah. Right now, Havertz for me is actually probably, yeah. You know what? Probably out of consistent in performance, probably the best one out of the attackers in performance overall, but obviously not in output. But for me, right now, you know what it is with the Havertz thing for me is, right, if we're gonna be honest with each other, like, and actually not banter, it's like we're still looking at Havertz of how crap he was for Chelsea, and that's why he's still getting a bit of a slander part on his name, innit? It's the truth. It's the truth, because he had the bozo moments in front of Chelsea. That now we look at him with Arsenal, we don't rate him as much. If he was a fresh man from somewhere else in another league,
100%.
or whatever, and I don't know, it don't matter where, and he came in the league first and foremost. Let's say he went to Arsenal, got 10, 20 GA in his first season, and then he's about 24, 25 now, and then obviously now he's on course to probably beating that if it keeps going the way it needs to go. We'd be saying, yeah, you know what, he's actually he's a very good player.
Not just that as well. Do you know how hard it is to turn the Arsenal fan base? Do you know how hard it is to
from Chelsea as well?
Yeah, do you know how hard that is? Like, when everyone is against you and no one.
I wouldn't call him trash. I wouldn't call him trash, my man. But yeah, go on. Sorry.
But yeah, without Havertz right now, he holds the ball up all the time. He's the only reason. He's like our output. Where when we go long, he's the one we aim for. He's the one he's a major part of our attack.
I know 100 players that can do that. Though. There's 100 players that can do that. Fucking be an outlet when you go long and stuff like that. I don't know. I think Havertz, maybe he sniffs top 10. He doesn't sniff top 5. Not a chance. Not a chance for me.
I think
Danny Welbeck's also better than him.
Arsenal last year, though. He was big for Arsenal last year in terms of some of the games. We talk about Saka and Odegaard, but some of the games Havertz actually saved Arsenal rather than.
He has been clutch.
He saved us all the time.
He had the clutch. I didn't rate him either. But I don't know, man.
He's proving everyone wrong. That's what he's doing.
I was laughing at Havertz signing, but then again, like, from what I've seen so far and what he's done, he's actually stepped up to the side who are competing for the league. So yeah, I think it's proved a lot of people wrong. And for me, I'll definitely have him over a lot of strikers. Yeah. I think the Watkins, etc., we get carried away by namesake. But if you look at the actual performances, from what I've seen, right now I'm taking Havertz. Right now I am. But that's probably down to the system. It's probably down to the system as well. So it just depends on how you play. But yeah, Havertz has been good, man. Havertz has been really good.
Everyone, we all know this as well. We all know that he's, you know what I mean? It's an easy target, isn't he? Havertz is an easy target because he's 65 million. He was overpriced at the time. He's not overpriced anymore. Like, no one talks about the price tag. 65 million is not looked at as like, yeah, you shouldn't have paid that for him anymore. This is what you pay 65 million for.
No, well, yeah. In today's market, I think people will have their reservations about Havertz in it. I think Arsenal still could have Havertz and a striker that scores more goals than him. That's what we call, two in each position, because that's ideally what you want to have. I still think the issue for Arsenal is on the left wing and not up front. I think Havertz got more than enough GA for Arsenal last season for people to at least put a little bit of respect on his name. But it depends with Arsenal, because there's fine margins about getting you lot over the line. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just what it is. Like I think people need to understand Havertz has actually been a good signing for Arsenal, bro. He's been a better signing than players that were a similar price to him. How much was Szoboszlai for Michael? He's been a better signing than Szoboszlai.
Look at Nunes. Look at people like Nunes.
He's been a better signing than I don't co-sign Nunes. I don't co-sign Nunes. He's been a better signing than players like Nkunku, who even though Nkunku is better than him, but like he's done more. Like he's done more than these names. These names who are named in Europe for a year.
100%. But I want to say, what metric are we saying?
But I'm not saying that Nkunku's crap. I'm saying availability is still a thing, and Kai Havertz has been better than just available as well. By the way.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying what metric makes someone better?
Don't you also put that down to the fact that Havertz?
That what?
What? Should we just go to super chats while he comes back and fix it? Whatever he's fixing.
Yeah, the bottom line is Havertz is doing well for Arsenal, and like, there's nothing that is what it is, bro. Like, I don't know why we're.
Bro, that's issue. This is now.
Everyone's Wi-Fi is bugging. What is going on?
Hey, it's the Arsenal PR.
They're trying to
stalk you, man. Hey, yo,
we're getting swiped, man. We're getting paid.
Yo, FBI Arsenal fans. I never knew.
He's probably plugging and unplugging stuff as we speak as well.
Word.
Probably.
Well, I don't get why I don't get why people like hating what man said, because it is what it is, man. People just can't take the fact that Kai Havertz is doing well.
100%.
I'm not even saying that Kai Havertz isn't doing well. He's just not top 5. He's not top 5.
I didn't say he was top 5. I just said he's doing well, bro.
Yeah, no, I can. I mean, I don't like him in it, but like I can agree. He's doing well. He's lived up to the price tag to an extent. I don't think. Let me be honest, man. He has lived up to the price tag, but
yeah,
again, I still wouldn't take him over Saturn, man. I don't think he's top 5. I think he's.
Man, I said, yeah. The Chelsea fans are hurt, bro, because of Nkunku. Sorry, because of Havertz slander. That is crazy. First of all, he scored 13 goals, not 12. Only one of them being a penalty, by the way. Like, and he didn't even play the whole season up front. And he also got 7 assists. He got 20 GA in limited games up top, with a lot of good performances in there. He done well last season. Does it mean he's the best? No, doesn't mean he's the best. No one's saying he's the best. Exactly. I don't think he's top 5. But in form, you can say he's top 5 in terms of form this season. I wouldn't like. We got people. You got someone on here saying that Cole was top 5, and the slander's going to the guy that's saying Havertz is top 5.
Thank you, my brother.
Show the same energy. Just at least show the same energy, bro.
At least I retracted it. At least I retracted it and say, okay, maybe not top 5, but
I don't agree in saying Havertz is top 5, because I think this season there's been a lot of strikers that I'm looking at players like Delap. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are definitely in the conversation. If we're talking about solely this season, Duran, solely this season, I think Kai Havertz probably sits just outside the top 5. But that still doesn't mean he's not doing well for Arsenal. I think he's doing well. I stand on that, bro. Man's doing well. So I just think people like this found hate for him.
No, what it is as well is because the Arsenal fan base is unbearable, innit? That's the truth of it. Like,
it's true.
Like, I'm an Arsenal fan, innit? So because Arsenal fans are actually unbearable, like they're a bit irritating, aren't they? So because of that, it's like it's another
cringe,
thing
man.
kind of
cringe.
I'm not gonna deny that. I would agree with that. Like it's like they track flights when we're signing players and all this type of stuff that they do. So it's like
people are saying, but then now people are bringing up Jackson, bro. Jackson had a good season as well, bro. No, I'm not calling Jackson crap. I don't think Jackson's crap. I think Jackson's decent. I think he's good. So what are we doing here?
But no one would say Jackson is performing at the level of Kai Havertz is. No one would say that. I think
Jackson and Havertz aren't too far apart. I just think Jackson isn't pleasing on the eye. But what Jackson brings to the Chelsea's football team, he does bring a lot, bro. Even outside of his goals. So the fact that he racked up 14 goals on top of his misses, it's because his misses are glaring, innit? Jackson's misses are like Nunes' misses, bro. So people use that as the measuring pin for him. But Jackson actually brings a lot to Chelsea. And if man misses that much and scores 14 goals and is still able to run the channels, hold the ball up and do these things, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? But again, it depends. It's the level. Also, you have to talk about the level as well in terms of where Arsenal are doing it at and how Jackson. I think there's an argument there, but I don't think there's too much in it. Like, bro, Jackson keeps Nkunku out the team when he's fit. So Jackson can't be that.
Jackson keep Nkunku. Do you know what? Again, I keep saying it. It's not even that Nkunku's fit. I think we're not risking him. I think Nkunku's better than Jackson, especially up front. I don't know if you saw his goal yesterday.
He's a better footballer than Jackson, but
France.
He's not better.
Nkunku scores out of nothing. Jackson, he has scored out of nothing this season, but typically doesn't really score out of nothing. You have to kind of put it on the plate for him sometimes. But Nkunku, I think if everyone was playing at their peak, Nkunku would probably be starting. Nkunku's a different breed.
That's what I mean. That metric of he's a better player, but he's not performing as good. That means he's not a better player, then, isn't it? Like what?
Well, it's not that he's not performing. We haven't gave him games in the Premier League, and when we've gave him games, he has come on and he's done well.
So do you think he should be starting ahead of Jackson?
I think he should, yeah. But I think we're not risking it. I think it's the same thing. Lavia's back, but we didn't start him in it because injury prone. We don't want the same to happen to Nkunku, and the same's going to happen with Reece James. But I think sometimes these are things they're a bit inevitable, innit? If you're injury prone, you're injury prone. It just happens. It's the same probably going to happen with Neto at some point. No matter how much you think, no matter how much you manage his minutes, he's going to get injured at some point. Whether it's in training, whether it's just a freak accident. I think you run it up top with Nkunku, and I think we'll see a lot more proficiency. That's what Nkunku is actually. That's what I'd say. He's proficient when he makes the most out of the chances he get, and when he has the ball, he makes stuff happen in it. I'd start everything. I think. Remember, Nkunku, he did win Golden Boot in the Bundesliga. Obviously, Timo Werner won it, yeah. But Nkunku was injured for half the season, or he was injured for a decent chunk of the season. Still won the Golden Boot. That's crazy.
No, I'm with you. I hear what you're saying, but the same leeway you're giving to your players, the same leeway you got to give to everyone. You got to make it fair across the board, innit? The same, like you're giving the leeway to Nkunku, and like you got to give the same leeway to everyone else's strikers. You know what I mean? Have that same level-headedness across the board. That's how you keep it fair. It's easy to be biased, isn't it? We're all kind of biased to our teams and who we like, but if we're gonna have like a
real... I can't like I said, I didn't mean to cut off, but fucking
yeah.
I wouldn't put him top 5. I wouldn't put Havertz top 5 still, but I do hate him. I genuinely cannot stand him. Do you know? Yeah, last season.
I think that's the reason why you can't put him top 5.
Yeah,
no,
it's like West Ham and
I think I would just genuinely. I just don't like how Havertz looks in it. Like I don't like how he looks on the eye. I don't like. He's a bit slow. He's a bit slow.
You like how Jackson looks on the eye.
But Jackson's alert, innit? Jackson's alert.
He just wears a blue shirt. He just wears
I said
Chelsea.
You can go onto my thing when Havertz was here, yeah. Listen, he is slow. Everything he does is slow. He holds onto the ball sometimes a bit too long, and it just seems like he's kind of playing on cloud 9. Like he's just kind of coasting through a game. I don't really like that with my players. Like it's different when you're like a Cole Palmer, yeah, and you're actually like bare efficient and you're doing these crazy passes and stuff. You can be allowed to look a bit more lax on the ball and stuff like that. But Havertz, no. Like when he was at Chelsea, especially, man, and even at times when I'm watching the games of Arsenal with people, it's like move the ball a bit quicker, move it a bit quicker. You're pissing me off. Move it a bit quicker. I would still just take other strikers over him. I would say again, Watkins, Solanke, Haaland. I'd take Danny Welbeck over him. I think Danny Welbeck's well underrated. I'd take Jackson over him.
Take Danny Welbeck over Havertz.
I actually like as a striker, but that's just what I like, innit? That's just what I like. That's just what I like. I don't like
the guy that scored the winning goal in the Champions League final for you. Don't like. It's crazy. Chelsea fans are so ungrateful.
Do you know what it ain't ungrateful? Do you know that goal gave him all the time in the world until he eventually left? It was the season after. Like that season, he was shit, but he scored the goal, so we gave him a leeway, and he just came in, so it was like, cool, you can have your time. Next season, he was shit. Season after, he was even worse. So then when we sold him, it was like, we gave you all this time, and you were living off the one goal.
But that's all he has to. He only has to do it once. This is what I mean about people that choose to go with stats. A lot of people like to do stats, but then they like to take away a stat. He's got the winning goal.
One goal. You can't score one goal and then
I'm not saying you can, but I'm saying he's cemented in your history.
Yeah,
Arsenal, we've never won the Champions League before. So you've
of
got
course
that.
he's cemented, but like at the same time, like you can't when we're trying to move forward as a club, yeah, you can't just look back on one thing and say, listen, I scored that one goal there, I can dross off for the next.
But you haven't. But your club has moved backwards. So maybe your club got it wrong. Because you went from winning the Champions League with Havertz.
Different thing.
But you went from winning the Champions League with Havertz to now not having Havertz, and you've gone worse. So maybe.
But that's not because of Havertz, sir.
How do you know?
Because I watch my football club.
We all watch the football club. You lot got worse. I don't know where all of a sudden Chelsea's expectations are not to be winning the league.
We didn't get worse because we sold Havertz. We got worse because we got rid of Tuchel and we brought in someone that wasn't ready for the job. And then we bought too many players and there wasn't a proper squad building thing. And the owners are new and they think it's career mode. They're doing X, Y, Z.